to the thorough newspaper analysis for 19th December 2022. So today we have one editorial article which has been taken from the Indian Express and is titled In Bad Faith. For the second and the third segments in today's rendition of thorough newspaper analysis, we have the news update and the legal news. So firstly, we have the editorial article which is titled In Bad Faith. Now, this is regarding love jihad, and the Maharashtra panel has recently announced that it should track interfaith marriages. So, the aim of such panel is to combat love jihad and ostensibly track fraud. Now, the issue with this is that the vigilance for the same is a continued effect of the Aftab Poonawalla incident back from Delhi, wherein some other states have brought in specific anti conversion legislations. The vigilance here that we are talking of regarding the Maharashtra panel is a direct indication of the state's disproportionate and growing attempt at snooping into the lives of private citizens. While the act, in the name of vigilance, not only undermines the fundamental rights, but it also reeks of misogyny, since the approach undermines the woman's power to choose her own partner. Further, since the provisions of the Indian Penal Code is applicable for all complaints, it is being feared that this committee could be weaponized. With this, we move on to the news updates for today. Firstly, we have the biggest news right now, that is the FIFA World Cup 2022. Now, the Lusail Stadium hosted what will go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, World Cup finals of all time. Not only did Kylian Mbappe become the first player since 1966 to score a hat trick in World Cup final, but the hotly contested match rolled on to the penalties. The winners for the World Cup 2022 is Argentina. Lionel Andres Messi finally got his hands on the coveted trophy in what he had earlier announced to be his last match donning the national jersey. Secondly, we have another proud moment for India, Mrs. World 2022. Sargam Kaushal has returned India's treasured crown 21 years after Aditi Govitrikar after winning Mrs. World 2022. Sargam Kaushal represented India and was elected Mrs. World in Las Vegas. Mrs. Kaushal defeated competitors from 63 nations to reclaim the crown for India after 21 years. Thirdly, we have Center Awards 9 GI tags. Adding to the present collection of geographical indications, 9 new items, including Gamocha of Assam, Tandoor Red Gram of Telangana, Rakse Karpo Apricot of Ladakh, and Alibag White Onion of Maharashtra, have been given the coveted GI tag, bringing the total number of GI tags to 432. Fourth, we have the Joint Training Exercise Kazinth 2022. I'm extremely sorry, Joint Training Exercise Kazinth 22. The sixth edition of Indo-Kazakhstan Joint Training Exercise Kazinth 22 is scheduled to be conducted at Umroe, which is in Meghalaya, from the 15th of December to the 28th of December 2022. Kazakhstan Army soldiers comprising of troops from the Regional Command, South, and Indian Army soldiers from the 11 Gorkha Rifles will be participating in this exercise. Next up, we have the legal updates for today. Delegated legislation which is ultra vires to the Parent Act cannot be given any effect. This was held by the Supreme Court in the case of Kerala State Electricity Board versus Thomas Joseph Alias Thomas MJ. Secondly, we have the PC Act. No offense can be made out by showing mere acceptance of bribe without proving offer or demand. A constitution bench of the Supreme Court held that mere acceptance or receipt of an illegal gratification without establishing the offer made by the bribe giver or demand raised by the public servant would not make it an offense under Section 7 or Section 131D1 or Section 131D2 of the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. And this was held in the case of Neeraj Dutta versus State GNCTD. So this was all for today's rendition of the thorough newspaper analysis. For free study materials and TNA PDF slides, please join our Telegram channel, the link of which you can find in the description of this YouTube video, or you can scan the barcode that is given on your screen. For any further information, please feel free to visit www.lawsikho.com. Thank you.